morning, everyone. Welcome to Hunkydory TV. Hope it's a nice, bright day where you are. We had some sunshine this morning. It could have changed by now, but welcome. We are glad you can join us today. I'm not here on my own. I am here with, I know you're going to be surprised because she was on telly yesterday, but you know, myself and Natalie, we're like machines.
We're superhuman.
Honestly, we just here one day, Peter with the next.
Didn't even drive in my car and drove in my aeroplane.
Exactly.
It's fine.
So lovely Natalie is here with us this morning. Looking fresh as a daisy. I don't know if she feels fresh as a daisy. Probably not. We're both pretty tired these days, honestly. But we are here to give you a good show, to show you some more of our fabulous Hunkydory products. So, first of all, today we have a new members gift for all you club members out there. We've got a new gift for you, and we know that everyone loves our gifts because it's a great opportunity for you to just be able to get the gift and just pay the postage. So what we're going to do today, we're going to tell you, first of all, how to join the club, which is really easy. If you are not a member of our Hunkydory club, all you need to do is go onto the website and you just have to enter your email address and a password. It's that simple. And then that means that every time you buy something from us, you get 5% discount. Which is great off everything. And then of course, if you're a member, once you're a member, it means you qualify to get our free gift, which is worth $9.99, but you can get it just for the price of the postage, which is $2.99. So that is quite amazing. And we're going to be showing you that in a minute. We've got a few announcements first of all. So we have got, as you know, we launched our pick of the week at the beginning of the week. What's the stock update, Emily? Do we have figures on that, or do we know how it's going? Emily is gonna.
It's going well.
Good.
We haven't sold out yet.
Okay.
Usually our pick of the weeks do sell out every week.
Very quick.
Yes.
Right in front of you.
So we've got 2 days left in this week, and then obviously a couple of days left anyway. So, and they usually do sell out, but it's our fabulous Forever Florals Sunflower Bundle, which we showed you earlier in the week. It's absolutely beautiful. We launched it on Create and Craft last week. It was very popular. It's a beautiful kit. As you can see there, it includes the topper collection, your inserts, and your tag pad. Now, don't forget, when we say topper collection, we mean that you get your toppers and you get your matching foiled and printed cardstock as well. So it's not just toppers, and you're going to get beautiful, beautiful tag pad in there as well, which is 48 pages of pure sunflower beauty, isn't it?
Honestly, when that just popped up on screen then, it really just brightened my day.
It does
It
excite
really just brightened
you.
my day. I was like, oh, so pretty.
It is, and do you know what I think it's done as well, this kit? I think it has suddenly brought everyone's attention to sunflowers. So I'm actually, even though we knew this kit was coming and I was working on it last week and I did it on telly as well, I am now, when we're driving home, I'm spotting sunflowers. I'm seeing them popping up over hedgerows, people's gardens, over walls, fences. It's almost made me become a bit obsessed with sunflowers. So that's the impact it's had on some of us. Even in the office, people that don't craft are still going sunflower crazy. So it really is a beautiful kit. So remember, it's the pick of the week. We've still got some stock, but it could go. So if you want to get it, you can get it today. That lovely bundle there that you're looking at now, $29.97. So you're making a saving there of £8. And if you want this, get it. Also yesterday, we did our trolley dash, myself and Alan. That will end at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So the great deals that you saw yesterday will finish at 8 a.m. in the morning. So we need you to get on there and grab any last minute bits that you didn't see or you didn't get. And also we want to tell you as well, you can now submit any of your makes to feature in our monthly craft creations blog. So this means that you can take photos of anything you make, send it through, and we can put it on the blog, and it means that we can look at your lovely creations, as can everyone else. We can share inspiration, get inspiration and ideas from each other. So if you've been doing some lovely makes and you want us to see them, then just put them onto our blog and we will post the link in the comments. So again, another little thing for you to watch out for there. So we are now going to tell you about our Win It Weekly competition. Okay, so let's tell you about the Win It Weekly competition. This is a competition that we run every week, and you can enter it just by answering and liking, sharing, commenting on the question that you can see on the screen there. So it's, what is the tallest sunflower on record? Is it A, 15 feet, B, 25 feet, or C, 30 feet? All of those are pretty big, aren't they? I guess 30 feet is like a beanstalk, actually, but I mean, just a 6 foot plant is like a beanstalk to me because I'm small. But yes, 30 feet sunflower is pretty whopping. But I don't know what the record is, and I'm sure it might get beaten. We've had good weather this year, which has also made those sunflowers bloom with their big flower heads as well. So if you enter, you are in with a chance of winning our fabulous Hunkydory Premier Craft Tool Hot Glue Gun. This is an electric glue gun, so you know when you plug in an electric glue gun, you get the kind of hottest melt, don't you?
Is there another type of glue gun?
Yeah, you can get some that are, I've got a rechargeable one, which is more like an industrial one. And I used to have one that was batteries, so you could charge the batteries, like use rechargeable batteries.
Okay.
And then I also had another one, but it wasn't very good, which did have just regular AA batteries, and took 4 of those, but the strength in that, you know, wasn't great.
Really.
It wasn't great. But this is great. You do get 2 glue sticks in with the glue gun, and then we are giving you another packet of 12 glue sticks as well. It's going to get 14 glue sticks in all. It's fabulous. We use ours an awful lot in the craft room. We've all got one each as well for when we go and do our demos and things. So that is the prize. Am I right? We have 5 winners this week, don't we, Emily? So instead of 4,
good. 5
we've
winners.
upped it a bit. 5 winners.
Can't wait to give that away
I know.
tomorrow.
Fabulous. And Natalie will be here tomorrow, and she will be announcing the 5 winners tomorrow. So if you've liked, comment and shared our video, then, and with your answer to the question, you'll be in a chance of winning. So tune in tomorrow to see if you're one of the lucky winners. So now what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at our brand new gift. It's beautiful. So as you can see, it's on the screen there. It's absolutely stunning. It is the Miracle of Christmas. Now this has got a very kind of Christmassy religious theme to it, but it's done in a contemporary style. Colours are beautiful. As you can see there, we have got toppers, we have got printed cardstock and foil cardstock, and we've also got some adorable scorable to go with it. So on the screen it will tell you, now do excuse me, today I have got my new glasses on. Now they're much stronger than my previous ones, so I'm seeing the words here. This is great. I can see words, I can see stitches, I can see stamping, I can see all sorts. But funnily enough, now I've taken them off, I can't actually see what's on the screen. So, but we are going to show you what you get in here. So you're going to get, it's a beautiful, beautiful kit with inserts and papers, and we've also got a bite-sized book and fantastic adorable selection of adorable scorable, obviously, and that is going to be $11.99.
I don't think it is matastic, you know. I think it's regular.
I don't think it is actually.
No,
it's not. It's
a
regular. That's what I
scorable.
saw the sheen on it. I thought we just need to check that. So that's for the bundle, isn't it, Emily?
Yeah, that's the bundle.
So the gift is just the toppers and the cardstock, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to show you this because it's absolutely beautiful. So let's show you the first topper sheet. Okay.
Give the sunflower sheet.
Sorry, can I move that now?
No.
I was going to say, we've got so much fabulous product. I don't really want to move anything because it's all so lovely. Because I just love it all. Let's pop that glue gun there. Hey, there we go. Now you can get the best view, not the vest view, the best view. As you can see, the first top sheet, look at this. It's lovely. And it's so, oh, it's perfect for Christmas. You know, for lots of you who raise funds for your local church, or, you know, you'd like to give a special religious card to your church friends and your church
Congregation.
Family, congregation. Yeah, this is a beautiful collection. I know that my mum would love this. During lockdown, she's not been to church. She goes to church every week, and It's really, she keeps saying, I think I'll go to church. And I'm like, you can't just go yet, Mum. Just wait one little minute. Let's just keep you safe a bit longer. So I know that she will love this club gift and she will be making for her special friends at church. But look how lovely it is. So you've got the beautiful topper sheet there. That's your first one. And the name of this one is obviously Away in a Manger. It's glorious. So we have Away in a Manger there, and then we have the matching cardstock, and this is the foil cardstock. Just look at the stars on there. It's absolutely stunning. All that foiling, accent foiling, and then we've got, to go with that, a beautiful printed cardstock. So again, lovely kind of almost like a sage ivy colour running along the top and the bottom in that lovely kind of washy background. It's beautiful. So that's Away in a Manger. Then we have Oh Come Let Us Adore Him. So some different shaped toppers on here. Lots of features on kind of Bethlehem and the Holy City. It's so lovely. We've got lots of sentiments. We've got ribbon strips as well on here. We've got this beautiful, almost like a stained glass window, a bit like our Peace on Earth collection, isn't it, that one, with the dies and stuff. So that is really lovely. And the cardstock for this one, oh my goodness, this is so lovely. So look at this one again with beautiful gold foiling across the top and the bottom. It's really nice. You could use that to make your actual card blank, or you could just cut into it like we do and use it in panels. And then we've got the printed cardstock as well. It's really lovely with the border down one side in the red, and then we've also got again the Holy Town here as well. It's beautiful. And then we have Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Oh, the colours on this are just so rich. Very beautiful. And we have some nice shaped toppers on here as well. And some sentiments. We've also got some tags. But again, you've got 4, toppers on here. This one is huge. So this is great if you do 8x8 cards. You could do this one 7x7. And then you could use the smaller ones on your smaller cards. Really lovely. And, oh, this is so nice. The cardstock that matches. This is the foil cardstock. Look at the foiling on there. If I tilt it, you can see the stars, the angels like kind of trumpets that they're playing, and even foiling at the bottom here. It's so nice. And then the printed cardstock to go with that. I like this one. It's just got some foliage in the corners, but look at it. It's lovely.
But even though it's just got the foliage in the corners and you've got that cream in the centre, it's still really textured, isn't it? It's really rich in the patterns.
Yeah, it's very lovely. I love that one. And then, I don't know which one's my favourite, to be honest. And then the last one is the Miracle of Christmas. So we've got our arched toppers here. So again, these would be nice to make windows with as well, and put some acetate off the front, and even do shakers with this. Lovely toppers on there. And then the cardstock to match that one. This is very regal. Look at this one. And this has got that foiling all down the sides there on both sides where the borders are. Again, this lovely background here, a bit damasky. And then the final printed cardstock to go with that one is this one, which has got Mary holding Jesus, and then obviously the lovely buildings in the background there. And then again, this little kind of foliage at the top. Very subtle, but very lovely. So those are your toppers, printed and foiled cardstock. Now, if you're the club member, this is where you get this kit for free. So it should be $9.99. If you're not in the club and you want it, you have to pay $9.99. If you are in the club, it means all you do is pay the postage. So that will be $2.99 if you're in the UK. Mainland as well, $2.99, and you can have that kit. So it's just beautiful. But if you want to get the bundle, we have the extra bits here. So I'm going to show you these, which include everybody's favourites, double-sided papers. So we've got double-sided papers. I'm going to just lift them up one at a time and turn them around so you can see the designs. Really lovely. We've got some like tiny little stars on this one, and the foliage. I love the designs on these. You know what these would be nice for? Some of these would be nice for almost like wallpapers in dolls' houses. Because that's what I used in my doll's house. I just used some of my printed papers for wallpaper. Because it's not too kind of Christmassy. You know, you've got the stars here. That would work on a baby boy card even. Doesn't have to be put with your kit. And then again, beautiful designs. Different colours on both sides. So you get a real variety here. And then we've got the lovely brown damask effect. And look at this one. think this is my favourite. It's gorgeous. It's got the trees on there. Oh my goodness. I've just seen the next one. I think this one might be my favourite. I can't decide. Look at this one. It's so lovely.
Very funky.
Yeah. If you want to buy these as extras, this is double-sided papers and the inserts. These will cost you $3.99. That's all. That's not very much for double-sided paper and for inserts as well. You get A4 sheets, and you get 8 of the papers, and you also get 8 inserts. Really, really nice. Again, not overly Christmassy, so you could use them on some of your regular cards. And then we have the inserts. Again, these are exactly the same as the cardstock that you've seen, but they're just a little bit more muted, a little bit more subtle. So I'll show you these. These are really nice. Everybody loves the inserts. I think people in particular that make cards from Hunkydory products love the inserts. Inserts are very important to you. I know that from doing shows and how quickly we sell out of inserts, because I'm not really sure of many other companies that do them. So I was, in my opinion, ours are the best anyway. And there we go. This is your 6th one, your 7th one, and your 8th one. So those are your inserts. And your double-sided papers, $3.99 if you want to have those as extras. And then obviously we've got a couple more items to show you. So I'm just going to fan these out because we have added some fabulous, adorable, scorable cardstock. We've looked at the kit, we've looked at the colours, and we've chosen the colours. I'm not sure who chose them this time. Was it you, Natalie, or not?
No, I think Jen did it.
Jen this time. I know sometimes send Natalie off on a adorable, scorable journey with some topper sheets, and off she goes and checks the colours and decides what will go. So here we have got some most beautiful colours of adorable scorable, which will go with your lovely kit that we have shown you. And that leaves us with one more little item, which is very nice.
Linda is asking for the bundle number. It's just on your screen right now, Linda. If you're ringing in to get this, it's Club Bund 26. So if you're calling in to get these colours, it's Club Bund 26.
Fabulous, thank you, Natalie. And so the last little thing is the bite-sized little boot. Look at this, the miracle of Christmas. This is lovely. And again, for those of you who love our little boots, this has to be something that you have with this kit. It just makes such a difference when you are making lots of cards, because all these can just be used as toppers. You're going to get 72 pages in here, all very, very lovely designs. Look at the colours. It's so lovely, isn't it? So contemporary, but it doesn't take away from the lovely Christmas feel.
Because you have that layer as well of all the different elements. It's great for decoupage.
Decoupage, totally. It's really, really lovely. Let's get to the next one. There's that lovely stained glass window effect. And even the stained glass window's got loads and loads of patterns in there. Really, really lovely. I like that one very much. I like the shape of that window as well. You're going to get 6 of each design here too. So very, very beautiful. This is so nice. I don't think I've seen a little bit like this before. It's really lovely. Just focusing on that kind of nativity theme. So we'll just flip through there. And then a lovely Mary there holding Jesus. Look at the dress. The dress is beautiful. It's full of like ivy. It looks like ivy and leaves. It's really detailed and really pretty. And then we have one sentiment on. May you have the gift of faith, the blessing of hope, and the peace of love. That's a really, really nice sentiment and a lovely, lovely topper. And then we have another one. Be filled with wonder, be touched by peace, and believe in the miracle. That's a really, really nice one too. I love that one. I love this one. I like it because it's got quite a heavy feature with orange and browns running through this, and then like teal and dark blue, so something a bit different. And then the final one is the nativity scene with the star over the stable and those lovely palm trees as well. So this is a really, really nice one. Again, $4.99 for this if you want this on its own or you want to buy more than one. They will be $4.99 each. As the bundle though, for the adorable scorable and the papers and the inserts and the bite-sized little book, it's just $11.99. So you'll be saving there by buying those. So now we are going to go across to Natalie and she's going to demo with this beautiful free gift.
I am. I'm going to demo with the Hark the Herald Angels Sing sheet, which is this one here. Oh, Emily got it too fast. Which has the beautiful large sort of ornate border toppers on here. So I've got that. I've also been a bit cheeky and I've got some of those papers because they are absolutely beautiful and they're so nice on both sides that I'm not actually sure which one I'm going to use yet. But because it's so amazing and I want to fit so much on it, I'm going to do an 8x8 card because I just want to fill it with so much stuff. So we're going to start with our Miri and we'll trim that to 8x8. And then we're going to take one of those beautiful papers. We're going to go with I'm going to go with the blue, I think. Yeah, because I want to use that in a different way. So we're going to go with our blue and we're going to take this to 7 3/4. Let's just trim that down. So that's going to leave us with a nice thin gold edge. And then with our Matastic, with our adorable scorable, we're going to take this to 7 1/4, and that's going to leave us with space to have that beautiful blue showing through around the whole of the outside.
That's lovely, isn't it? Red and light blue are really kind of very nice together. Bit retro, but I think really striking together.
And then 7 2 notches, which is probably 7 1/8 maybe. I'm going to cut that beige paper and we're going to stick that onto the red. It's going to fill up with loads and loads of layers there. And then we can take our cardstock that comes with this collection. So it has that beautiful border down the outside. And we're going to cut this. This might be a bit tricky actually. Let's cut this first. So we're going to cut this to 7. Are we going to cut that to 7? You probably won't actually have that much of the grey actually. Let's cut that to 6 1/2. And then we can have that just here like so. And then with that border, we can then take, I'll move this over so you can see. We take the trimmer, we're just going to take it off there. And then I'm going to sort of judge this because it needs to be 6 1/2. But if I take it from the bottom, we're going to trim off that really nice seam. So let's take it to just where the donkey is. And you've still got Mary and Joseph on there. And then on the opposite side, because we need it to be 6 1/2, but you are going to take off that angel. Do you know what we're going to do? What? I'm going to use my trimmer and go up to the point where the angel is. And the same on the opposite side.
Nice.
And then with my craft knife, what we're going to do is just go around the wings of that angel. And I'm doing this in sections because I'm terrible at sort of like cutting out all in one. And I just feel like this is an easier way to fussy cut. If you struggle with your fussy cutting, just do it in sections. And then you can get to the fussier bits after.
We have a lady, Natalie, by the name of Marion, and she says she's loving this bundle and she can't wait to start her card making journey because she's never done it before. So this
How
is
exciting
brand
is this?
new. Well, you're in the right place, Marion. We'll hopefully give you some inspiration as to what to do with the kit and get you cracking on your card making journey.
And what a perfect way to start card making when we have gift like this, you can join the club. It's free. Join the club with your email address. You get this gift for just $2.99, which is a fantastic topper set. And then you can start making. What a great start to anyone's crafting journey. So now we have our border. So let's start layering up these pieces. I'm going to stick these two down with some tape. So we can lift that up. I'm very sad that you're using one side or the other side of these papers, because they are both sides of all sheets are just absolutely stunning. So if I was you, I'd be throwing in another pack for sure. I'd be buying another bundle. I'd be buying 2 bundles.
Yeah, I think I would. If I was going to be making a lot of Christmas cards and I wanted them all to be in that same theme, it's surprising actually, especially if you've got the bite-sized little book, how much you can make that kit go further, and you can do the whole of your Christmas card collection with just one kit like this, because you don't have to put you know, lots and lots of backing on. You can just, if you've got scraps left over, like Natalie's cutting her card and a paper down, and she's got lots of little bits and bobs left over.
I do.
So these can just go as little panels behind your main topper that just poke out at either end or from above or below. So you don't have to be covering everything in lots of layers. Keep all your bits. You know, even punch things out from them like stars and hearts and things like that that will go onto your cards. We've got lots of people joining us today, so thank you very much everyone. We've got some nice comments as well. A lady is saying that you can't go wrong with Hunkydory kits. They're amazing. The deluxe collection is free obviously, but the bundle is $11.99, and that is a great addition to, you know, to have to bulk up your kit, so you've got a really, really big kit to start crafting from. Really, really lovely comments on here.
So I've just stuck my papers onto the mats. So I've got the grey onto the very thin bit of red that's just going to poke through, and then I've got obviously the beautiful blue on that background, and we've just put that onto some foam pads. So that's going to raise that up and add dimensions straight away. And then again, we're going to do exactly the same with this one. So let's get my foam strips. I'm going to need some more of those. These.
Lots of people enjoying the fact that we've got a religious themed bundle, because it's not something that's seen very often. Obviously we're quite diverse in this country, where we have, you know, a multitude of all religions. So obviously because we're going with Christmas this time, you know, and everyone is aware of the Christmas theme with the nativity and everything, so we thought it'd be nice to put you know, a nice religious one together. It's really, really lovely, and I love it because it's so contemporary as well. It's amazing how you can mix the two.
So we've got those beautiful borders all collated there now, and then I'm going to stick this on, and I think I'm going to raise it up. And because we have the beautiful scene on, I'm going to not use that big topper because it's kind of the same one, and I'd prefer to keep that for a different one. But what I am going to use is this one at the bottom, which has the beautiful angel on that says, "Wishing you peace and love at Christmas and always." So let's pop this out. Oh, and let's see how this is going to fit. What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my topper half over, which is going to look a little bit strange, but it will make sense when it's all stuck down. So what we're going to do,
I think it'd be lovely,
is I'm going to stick this first frame. We're going to take out that middle frame. We'll stick this with some foam pads. So I've got some here. And I haven't actually stuck this panel on yet because I want to make sure that everything else is in the place I want it to be before we stick it on. So let's trim away these bits. Ooh. Got a little bit more on there that we can just pop off. And then I'll get 2 bits for the top of my frame so that it doesn't dip at all. And then we'll peel that off. Can't get that. There we go. And we can lift this piece up with one hand and then slide this bit underneath. So I'm just going to place it here.
We've got some people watching on YouTube today as well.
That's very exciting,
we are
isn't
now
it?
on YouTube as well as on Facebook, so depending on how you prefer to watch it, you can now see this on YouTube as well. So, and a couple of people have said they are watching us on YouTube this morning. So that is good. So thank you for joining us, however you're joining us and wherever you're joining us from.
So then I'm just using this as a guide to stick my foam pads down directly onto the card, because obviously I'm limited with space with having this here. So I want to make sure that when I stick this down, it sticks nicely. And then with this topper, we're going to place it over the top, double foam padding it, so it really stands out over that border edge. And it's such a beautiful collection. The colours are absolutely just divine. And I love how it's got such a beautiful message. Obviously Christmas is a very special time of the year, no matter what your faith is. But it's just beautiful, this collection, and it's so warming.
It is, it's really nice.
So we've stuck that over the top now, so you can see that sort of stands away from there. It's a little bit odd, for sure.
I like it. I think
But
it's really nice.
It's a nice way of being able to utilise this, because if you put your frame the whole way around, you're just going to hide that beautiful imagery. We don't want to hide that. And then we're going to add this little button sentiment which says, "Come let us adore him." So I've got a strip here, so I'm just flipping it around so it fits nicely. We'll stick that on and we'll add that to here so that pops up and it's the same level as that main topper. And then I think because it's so beautiful, let's just get some of our, if I've got some tiny gold gemstones, and I'm going to add more I'm just going to put a few over some of these stars because it is foiled. It is accent foiled, but it's going to just add a little bit more. If you had some maybe like glossy accents or the Nouveau drops, they might be good to add over here. It just adds a bit more perspective.
It's really lovely, that, Natalie.
Stars.
You've kept it very contemporary layout almost to go with the style of the kit, so it's really lovely.
So now we can stick this to our card blank. So we're using an 8x8 card blank. I'm going to stick that on. Using our finger lift tape so we can get it off super speedy. And then I think I'm going to put this on so it's a tent card so that it opens up from the bottom like an old-fashioned camping tent. I remember when we were at school, we went on a trip in year 8 and we had some massive tents like that we all slept in. I think there was 20 people per tent. They were huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was a great trip. And then just trimming this off because, and I am going to do this before I leave this week, If you're a regular watcher of Hunkydory, you will know that the card blanks that are in here aren't actually to size because I went and stole them from the warehouse when they weren't ready.
Yeah.
So we do have to trim them down.
Sometimes
but
we do trim them down.
there is your fantastic... Oh, it's too big for the screen, this.
Yeah, set it to the stamps.
Oh, no. You can
It's
see
it's
if I bring it
beautiful.
forwards.
Everyone is loving it. Natalie.
Oh, where are we? If I go like this on Emily's camera, you'll be able to see the dimension.
Yeah, that's really nice.
There we go.
Look how
And
much
look
it
how
stands
much
out.
it's just... The gold foiling on there is just beautiful.
It's really lovely. This morning we've got a gentleman joining us by the name of Jonathan, and he says, Sheila and Natalie, I hope one day you will show us novices to crafting the simple basics of trying to fit the insert into the card without having to trim the edges, take it out and retry, etc. There must be a simple way. That just depends, Jonathan, I think, on what size card you're making, because our inserts are A4 size, so they're the same as our A4 card blanks. So I think with any insert, you're probably always going to have to trim a little bit off the A4 to fit inside your A5 folded card. It's just the way it is because they are both the same size, and I think because of the score, where the score line is, you're never going to get it like absolutely up to the edge of the score with the insert as well. So you do always have to trim a tiny bit off an A4 insert. When we put them into an 8x8 card, we normally cut them down to something like 7 and 5 or 6/8, so we get that nice equal border all the way around. So, but we will probably address this in some of our future shows that we've got coming up soon, which will be giving you a little bit more kind of in-depth tutorials and how can I say, instructions and help with things. So we're going to be doing that soon, not just yet, but fairly soon. So
very soon.
so we might be able to address that on one of those shows. Thank you, Natalie.
You're welcome.
For your beautiful card that you made there. And now we're going to play a little bit of VT. So watch this, everyone.
Haha. Bet you weren't ready for this, were you? We've done a little switcheroo. We're going to have Sheila doing another demo for you, giving you some different inspiration today. So I'm going to show you some cards. Again, I think most of them might have been on that little VT. Some of them maybe not. But let's have a look at some more cards that were made with the fantastic collection. So this one is a little bit different, but when I made, because I made these for the show today, when I looked at this one, I had to use all 3 of these toppers. I think we're in a little bit of a wonk here, Emily. We are in a bit of a wonk, aren't we? But it is, I promise you, this card is straight. This card is definitely straight. But we've got, it pulls out like that, and it has those beautiful toppers that I just think coordinate so beautifully together. Then just a little one here using some scraps of that cardstock with 2 of those beautiful arched window toppers. There's so much foiling in this collection and so much beautiful cardstock because this one only uses a very tiny topper because the cardstock does all the work for you. It's absolutely stunning. You have to utilise that cardstock there. We've got some using those little books. Use them a bit differently. We've got some decoupage on here, some of those papers in there as well. I think this is my favourite. I really enjoyed making this. I don't know if we can get in any closer, Emily, but there is so much dimension in this card. So I've cut, because you get you get 6 of each pattern in here. So I've cut all of them down and sort of gone inwards, and then with the Mary Joseph, with the Joseph here, I'm like my grandma. She calls everyone under the sun before she gets to my name.
Yeah, to get to your name.
The baby Joseph there is just on one section, so it's got so much sort of real dimension in the centre. I love this one too, with the topper on the inside. Nice. And this is utilising one of those inserts as well, so you can put your message under or at the side, but you've got, just making beautiful windows, those arch frames. But I absolutely love this collection. This is another card, and I've kind of done exactly the same thing actually looking at it. I've used the same topper and the same cardstock, but it's actually completely different from what I've just made. But using the exact same things.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Madness. How your brain works. Madness. And then here another quite large card actually. This is another 8x8. But using the cardstock, the papers, the adorable scorable, and the little book with your 3 wise men travelling through that village. So there's so much that you can do with these cards. It's absolutely fantastic. There's not only these sort of items available today, we also have a fantastic set of stamps, but Sheila's going to have to show you these because I think her camera's set up to them.
It is. Let's grab these. So some of these beautiful card makes done with the stamps. Look at these, how amazing they are. So beautiful. We're going to show you, each time we show you a stamp, we're going to show you the actual card that's been made with it. So this is absolutely incredible. I love this one. So this is made with the little town of Bethlehem. So we have this fabulous stamp. Look at this A6 stamp. You've got the beautiful, again, that lovely contemporary feel running through, and we have also got the sentiment at the bottom, which says Silent Night. The detail on these is absolutely incredible. I just think they are so lovely, and again, another great addition to the kit, because again, it will just make your kit go much further, and it's a tool. So you've got this for as long as you're going to be stamping. £8, that's all it is. It's beautiful. The little town of Bethlehem stamp. So the next one we have, which we are going to show you here, is we have 2 more. We have Mary and Jesus, and we also have A Child is Born. So we're going to show you The Child is Born. This is again another lovely one. Look at this. We've got the nativity scene there on the hill. We've even got the little donkey just at the side here. Look how cute he is. We've got the beautiful angels at the top. And we have got I like the way we've got the buildings at the front this time. Normally you get the stable at the front and then the buildings at the back, but we've got this one a little bit different. And the sentiment on here is peace on earth. Again, another beautiful stamp. I'm going to just show you a little sample with this while we've got it here. This has been made, who made this, Natalie? Was it yourself or did someone else make it? Look at that, with the lights on. It's beautiful. It's made like a little box, stamped onto parchment,
yeah,
heat embossed. Look what you can be doing with that beautiful stamp set. A Child is Born. It's so clever, so
I think because
lovely.
it has like that, like a manger scene that
Yes.
some people bring out at Christmas. I
Definitely.
thought it's quite thin. It's going to be nifty, fit on your mantelpiece. So it's a nice way to do that.
Absolutely, it's really beautiful. I love that. And then our final stamp is Mary and Jesus. Now look at this one. This is really contemporary, isn't it? But again, it just captures the importance of the love between Mary and Jesus, their newborn baby. Christmas blessings is the sentiment on this one. And again, this is lovely. And I love this card too. Again, is this yours, Natalie?
Yeah,
Sticking with the contemporary theme. Let's tilt this a little bit down so you can see. Look how simple it is. But look how it's almost like you've unearthed it from a drawer. It looks like it's been made years and years ago because of the gold effect and that almost like a burnt edge. It's really lovely, and you don't need to do anything else with this stamp. Just stamp it, heat emboss, add a bit of ink, and then the sentiment at the bottom. Beautiful again, Natalie.
It's
really
amazing
lovely.
how these stamps capture all the texture
Definitely.
and all the detail and the patterns. that you get throughout this collection, because it's, when you look at the papercraft collection and you look at like the cardstock here, there is so much detail. You've got sort of like the script text, the sort of floral embellishments, and to get that same amount of detail in those stamps is absolutely incredible. I love them. I think that they are an amazing set of stamps.
Yeah,
I'd happily make
different.
hundreds of cards with these stamps because they are so beautifully crafted. I think Stacey's done, again, an amazing job.
Definitely.
Shields, what are you going to do? Because you're going to use these stamps.
I'm going to use the stamps now, actually, and I am going to use, I'm going to try and do a little bit of technique with some of our inks. I'm going to do like a sepia background using our cinnamon swirl, our smoked paprika, can't you say it, and our roasted coffee inks. So I've got a 7x5 card, which is going to be my base card, but I'm just leaving that white. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my some cinnamon swirl, and we're going to, I've cut a little piece of card, slightly less, so let me give you the measurements of this. It's almost 6 by about 4 1/4, and this is going to be what I'm going to stamp onto. So we're going to give it a little bit of a mix of inks here, so I'm just going to add some of the cinnamon swirl like this, and then we're going to bring some of the darker browns into it as well, just to create a background. So let's change our sponges over, and now we're going to go with smoked paprika. So again, you'll see how the colours change and how they merge in with each other. So we'll do a little bit of that there. This is a little bit more, obviously because it's paprika pepper, it's a little bit more red in colour. So we'll blend that into there, and we'll do a little bit down here, I think, as well of that. And then we are going to swap our sponge now for roasted coffee, which is the darker brown. And again, we are going to tuck this into the white area here that we've got remaining. I do love these colours together.
They are very nice.
Are really, really scrumptious. And then a little bit more at the bottom here. And there we go. So, and then what I am going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit more of that just around the edges here, just so it frames it a bit more for when we put it onto the card. That will make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, like that. All right, so now what we can do, I'm just going to put my sponge on there so that doesn't go onto the desk. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to take my stamp, and I'm going to stamp onto that image that we've just created. It's not an image, sorry, that background, I should say. Just get a little bit of my tape, and I've got so much tape on here. I have tape, magnets, honestly. Okay, so we're going to line it up with the inch mark there. And then I'm just a little bit of tape, because as you know, I very crazily or accidentally put my magnet through the die cutting machine last week. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, where's my magnet? And why isn't my my die cutting? This was live on Create and Craft. It was actually my magnet has jumped onto the die underneath the cardstock without me seeing. It would just not go through the machine, and Dave kept saying, oh, it's spitting it out, and it's really clever how it spits it out. I was like, well, it is, yeah, but it's really quite frustrating that it's not going through. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, oh, what have I done there? Natalie should have reminded me. Don't panic, don't panic. I didn't line it up, did I?
Oh, Sheila, this is scaring me.
Don't be scared, it's fine. It's fine, there we go. Do that before you put your ink on, people. Don't always follow what I do. Okay, so we're going to stamp this now onto here. So we've got that kind of sepia background. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to restamp it onto some white card and cut certain elements out. So probably 3 circles of the stamped area. And we're going to press those down on top. Okay, so let's see.
Lots of people are commenting to say that they're wanting to invest in this stamping platform. It's currently
out of stock.
Currently out of stock. However, it is due back by the 30th. So I'm going to say, because the 30th is a bank holiday? No, the 30th is a Sunday.
31st is the bank holiday, isn't
30th
it?
is a Sunday, so
Yeah.
the 31st is a bank holiday, which means for 2 days, no one will be here. So I'm guessing that the delivery of everything will be on the 1st, which is the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So if you are wanting... Is that right? I thought Tuesday was the 2nd.
No, it's
Come on,
right.
Emily, get the calendar up. I might be telling
actually-
people fibs.
You could be right, Natalie.
First is the Tuesday.
First is Tuesday.
Oh, okay, the 1st is Tuesday.
Thank goodness for that.
I'm just losing my marbles.
Thank
So
goodness.
the Tuesday, the 1st of September, our stamping platforms should definitely arrive here, along
Exciting.
with so many boxes of good stuff. We've got our trimmer coming back in stock, our guillotines coming back in stock, loads of Premier Craft tools. We've got construction glue, because that came and went. That came and went straight away. Blending sponges, they came and went.
Yeah.
And we've got some new trimmer blades coming, which I'm so excited about, because my trimmer needs a new blade. And we're going to have some extra magnets coming too, Sheila.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you're going to get your magnets.
Really?
You will.
That's brilliant.
I know.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. So let me just show you now. We've stamped the image onto the sepia background. So that's going to go onto my white card. And it's just going to sit on there really simply like that. What I want to do now is re-stamp it just onto white card, because then I want to cut, using my dies, some circle sections from the stamped image. But I'm going to keep them white. So I am hopeful that that will look right. If not, what we can do is we can actually add a little bit of colour to them. Now I'm having to press really hard here because I am on a high counter, and as you know, I'm like this at Create and Craft. I really need to be standing on a box to just get some pressure behind it. But let's check how that's stamped. I'm going to pop a little bit more onto this middle section here, and that is the beauty of the stamp press.
Definitely.
When we go back in now, you could never do this with an acrylic block, and if you did, it would be an absolute fluke, wouldn't it? That if it worked,
you'd be a genius.
Yeah, definitely. So we have got now our lovely stamped image, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where my circle goes. So I've taken my nesting dies. Now it doesn't matter which nesting dies you use of ours. We have two different kinds. We have our straight and scalloped edge ones, and then we also have our just general circular ones without the scallops. So what we're going to do here now, I'm going to pop that onto there. I'm going to grab some of our Hunkydory tape, our low tack tape, which you absolutely have to have if you are a stamper or a die cutter or even a crafter. Let's find the end of it. There we go. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take this onto here, and then I'm going to pass this through the machine. I'll just grab the plates, and let's just pop this through. So we're using the big Gemini today. And I did the same as you the other day, Natalie. I put it through, and then I pulled the machine towards me.
Pulled it out.
And pulled the lid out the back. So what I'm going to do is slide those boxes up there, and then they don't catch on the plate. And then we'll push that through, and hopefully that will cut our circle.
Guys, we need to remind you that there is only 1 day left on our fantastic Win It Weekly competition. So if you get the question up for you, it is, what is the tallest sunflower on record? Is it A, 15 foot, B, 25 foot, or 3, 30 foot? Let us know. Just comment below, like, share and comment on this video, and five, not one, 5 lucky people will be winning our Premier Craft Tools glue gun, and a pack of our fantastic glue sticks to go with it. Essential crafting item this, and it's fantastic. It's a great add to your Premier Craft Tools collection. So like, share and comment on what is the tallest sunflower on record.
Amazing.
Have you moved it about, Sheila?
I have, yeah. I have gone. I'm going to get the little building section on here, I think. Now, part of the building, like that. So we're going to pop that through now as well, so that that will cut us another circle. Now, you could, if you wanted to, do different size circles. You don't have to just do the same size circle, but I'm just doing 3. You can see we've got one here. I am also going to use a little bit of the glimmer mist on here, which I'm going to use the Tangerine Dream.
Oh, I love that name.
I'm just going to do a little bit of spritzing on the background.
That glimmer, the name of that glimmer mist was just made for me. Tangerine Dream. Love it.
Okay, let's just take the... Oh, that tape's got well and truly compressed onto there. So let's just peel that off. Take your time peeling it off, because we don't want it to take
It's crazy that, isn't it?
any of
It's
the...
low tack tape, but you put it through the die cutting machine.
Oh my goodness.
And
yeah,
it's like
it
the
does.
strongest tape you've ever
It is, it's crazy.
seen
It's
in life.
absolutely crazy. Like, oh my goodness me.
But it's great because it means that you're going to get no movement from those dies.
Exactly. So another little tip here, what you can do as well is, of course, you can, if you're doing this, when I did the first cut, I actually put tape right across. Really, we don't want any of this image to come off. So if we pop it on the end there, it will still hold the die. If we do peel off the tape and it pulls off any of the design, it will pull the design off from this bit, which doesn't matter because it's this bit we want to keep. So that's another little tip there for when you are cutting a die out of something you've stamped. So while that's going through there, let's grab a little bit of our foam tape. I'm going to cut 3 little pieces. And these can go onto the back like that. Okay. We've got an abundance of boxes behind from the box challenge. So every time the machine goes through, the plates knock the boxes off. So we've got boxes and boxes and boxes. Okay, so we have our 3 little designs there. Now we're going to keep these white. What I am going to do is I'm going to go back with my roasted coffee and just go around the edge of each one. So it does just stand out a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's totally white. It doesn't look too kind of bland. Okay, and then we'll do the same with the other 2. So just around the edge, like that. And then so that's just framed those. So we need foam pads on the back of those. I've got one here. This is one of the 3 kings. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do now, I'm just going to shake my Tangerine Dream. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spritz onto here. And I should have brought a box in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually lift up the bin. So bear with me. If you've got a cardboard box or a plastic box, use a plastic or a cardboard box. What I am going to do, let's pop that there. Because we can use that. Right, so let's give a tiny, tiny spritz on here. So I'm going to put it here. I know we're quite close there.
You've got to though, because it'll get everywhere otherwise.
Yeah, I'm going to do it just at the bottom like that. Okay, and we can move the bin. So we've not got that anywhere except in the bin, so that was really good. So while that's actually going to dry for a minute now, I want to put my little 3 designs onto here. What I want to do though, because I've already got water-based ink on here, if I put them on with just pads, it might actually lift off because of the water-based ink underneath. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of glue. You can use your PVA glue or you can use your construction glue. And then once that dries, it will just hold it in place. So let's just, and this is a bit like doing decoupage. You can just line this up like that. So we've got that one lined up. And then we do the same with the other 2. Get that glue to the bottom. and pop that one on. So let's line this one up with the...
Lynn said that she's horrified at the card in the bin, lol. I'm just going to have to admit that that wasn't actually supposed to go in the bin.
It wasn't, no. It's
I was trying to get rid of my bits.
Yeah.
So that Sheila had a nice space to craft, because I am the messiest crafter in the world, and we only had 30 seconds to do a little switcheroo.
We did indeed.
And be super safe while we were doing it. So I just popped all my bits on the floor. And
we just throw them under, don't we?
Yeah.
There's all sorts down here, but it all goes into, any bits that we don't use, all now goes into a box, which we put out onto the counter outside.
Yeah.
And any of the staff who want to craft can come and rummage through the box. So if we open a kit, none of it gets chucked in the bin. It all gets left in the box, and then people can come and take it as they want it. So we're trying to encourage some of our pickers and our packers who pack all the kits together but don't necessarily know what to do with them, or what to buy, or what goes with which. So what we do is we put it all in a box, and then we put a big sign on there saying, please feel free to take home. And we keep seeing people coming, having a little rummage through there, which is good, because that pleases us, because we're getting new crafters in the building as well.
Jen in the marketing team is wanting to come back in sometime soon, so she can have a little rummage and get some more bits.
Yes,
she's
of course.
been crafting.
Cool.
Oh, so good, Sheila.
Does it?
Yeah, I really like your idea.
Well, thank you. It's quite well, it's an old technique, and I've not done it for a while, where I like to just punch out certain areas. I mean, you could do it the other way around, so you could do your punched areas in colours. I've done that before. Or you could actually just do your and then the background in white, and put this on a darker card. So again, you could do like a negative of it. I'm not even going to put a greeting on here. I'm just going to leave it quite simple, like that. And then you get the idea. It's just something a bit different. But you could pick out something that's like really important to you. So you could pick out Jesus in the manger, you could pick out the script, you could pick out the palm trees, you could change it around. But if you do different size circles as well, that also gives it a different effect too. So, you know, sometimes it's worth just having a little play around just to see what else you can do with it. But it's a little bit
It looks so good
different.
with that lighting. Just really makes those colours pop.
Thank you.
Very, very lovely. Thanks for that, Sheila.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So all that is left to tell you now is to log on to hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. If you're not a member, become a member. Become a member and you can get your free gift today for just the price of $2.99, which is the packaging costs. Or if you're absolutely in love with this collection, as we are, then you can get the whole bundle, which is $11.99, and that's going to include the main kit, your inserts and papers, bite-sized little book, and the adorable scorable. But you can also, which I think is a great thing about our club gifts, is that if you want that adorable scorable, or if you want another bite-sized book, you can just add those into your baskets as well. Coming up on our TV schedule, on Create and Craft next week, we've got a little bit of a break actually, which we're quite excited about. So Friday the 28th of October at 7:30 with Sheila, we'll be bringing to you our brand new Rose Quartz Dreams papercraft collection. We're going to add a new product into our rollover box, so someone could be winning that rollover box tomorrow. It's the little mini cutting mat.
That's so cute.
It's absolutely adorable. If you have our mini scoreboard, this fits in the centre perfectly. So if you're travelling, going away and you're crafting, take this with you, take your scoreboard. You've got a little portable crafting desk. So this is going to go in our rollover box. Facebook Live, our next show, is tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's me and Stacey. We're going to be showing you some fantastic new moonstone dies that we launched yesterday on Create and Craft. So join us for Thank Craft It's Friday tomorrow. I've had a lovely time showing through this kit. It's a beautiful kit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really lovely. I think it's kind of, I don't know, it just makes you stop and reflect for a moment, whether you're religious or not. I think it does just kind of make you stop and think,
It's just
Christmas
very,
and it's very
nice.
calming.
It's very, very nice indeed. So thank you for joining us both this morning on Hunkydory Craft TV. I'll see you tomorrow. You'll see Sheila next week, I'm sure of that. But enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a lovely time crafting, and make sure you get your free club gift because they do sell out very fast.